Welcome to episode 2 of getting ready to launch our candle business. Hi, I'm Alan, and in May 2025 I decided with my daughter Imogen to start a candle company called Immoscent, and we've kind of finished the testing phase almost, and now I thought it's the 16th of September, so we're getting pretty close to the end of the year, and I thought we need to start making the candles if we stand any chance to sell them, whether at a fair or online. So Imogen's gone to bed because it's 20 to 11 at night. But this is the reality of running a business around your day job and school and whatnot. It's tricky to fit it all in, but I heard something called what is it? They're calling the end of the year the surge, where it's your last chance in quarter 4 to really give whatever you're trying to do, a big push, because your year's gone otherwise, and we're into 2026. So here I am, instead of doing what I'm supposed to be doing, which is probably going to sleep, but I haven't even really done my displays for my handmade business yet. But one thing doing this with Imogen is it's keeping me accountable, because if it was just me, I'd probably just slack off and maybe miss the target of launching this year. But she's very good at reminding me what I've said I would do, so I figure I better do it. And I don't know if I can do this every night this week, but we had planned to launch with 10 scents, but even if we get six sorted to 8, that would be good enough, I think, to start with. So I thought tonight I would do pumpkin spice, because we're getting towards autumn, winter. It makes sense to launch, I think anyway, it makes sense to launch with the fragrances that people are looking for at this time of year. And I've definitely noticed in the shops kind of the autumn cozy things coming out, and the decor's changing. So I'll take their lead, because they know better than me what people want to buy and when. So now when we go out, I always pay attention to what candles, what scents are being offered. So these are CL8 wicks, which I find work really well with our current wax of choice, which is RCX, rapeseed and coconut wax. It seems for most scents to give really good cold throw and hot throw. And at this stage, I really don't want to be blending my own waxes or having different waxes for different scents. Just keep it nice and simple. One wax. Oh, it would help if I take the sticky paper off. So these are our 4-ounce tins that I fill to 100 grams. And then we also want to do these frosted jars, frosted containers, but we haven't tested this pumpkin spice in this container yet, so I'm going to do one and let it cure for maybe 10 days. I don't know if we can wait 2 weeks, and then if it's it should work really. We do this 140 grams fill, and these are 100 grams fill. So in total, I've done 550 grams, or I plan to do 550 grams of wax and fragrance oil together. So I think I'll weigh out the fragrance oil. Let's get rid of that. Let's see. So this pumpkin spice, I think we're going to call Cozy Pumpkin. Imogen's chosen Cozy Pumpkin, just to give a bit of something different. So I need 55 grams. Let's see if I can pour it without getting it everywhere. Wow. Almost 53 grams. I think I've seen if you'd use the thermometer, it will help guide it down. It does work. I just think what I'm doing. So that's heated to 65, and usually, well, this is cold anyway, so it's going to cool down, and then I'm going to use this hot plate to warm it back up, and then add the fragrance oil at 60 degrees. Stir for 2 minutes. In theory, this is gonna come out nicely. Just about getting it into the jar. One thing I like about this 2 Auto is the valve is really nice to use. You can have a really fine control. Okay, so this is now 56, so it just needs a bit of help. So I want to make sure that the wax is at 60 before adding the oil. I want to make sure that that 2 minutes of stirring the fragrance oil is still at 60 and not like 54 or whatever. I have a hunch it makes a difference, but I'm going to do that because it makes sense to me that if you're adding something at 60, it should be 60. Like, okay, that's at 60 now, but I'm going to add this in. See, that's gone down now to 53. So I'm going to let that come back up to temperature. We're finally at 39 degrees, which I'm just going to take. It's close enough to 38, but it's already been a really long time to cool down. So we'll go ahead and pour. So you don't need a thermometer now. So I've got our trusty lollipop stick wick holders ready. And we're going to do 140 grams into this one. See how this goes. I think legally, as long as you're not under the weight, you say. Tear that. And these are just 100 grams. I guess with practice we'll get better at judging when we're close to the weight. It's the next day, what are we? Wednesday, 17th of September. And I just wanted to show you how nicely these have set. The cold throw coming off these is just incredible. I think we were wondering if this bottle of pumpkin spice is fresher maybe than the samples, but even normally I've found with rapeseed coconut it takes a good day for cold throw to start coming through, but just even having these 5 in the room is a really nice. I find this pumpkin spice isn't really strong. It's kind of a nice balanced scent, because usually spices you get the spice kind of being the strongest note, but I think this is really good. So hopefully they'll make for a even better hot throw than we had before. So I just want to get the lids on these before dust gets a chance to spoil the tops. It's Monday, 22nd of September 2025. So in the last few days we've been designing or refining our labels for Cozy Pumpkin and Fireside Vibe. Tonight I've been fighting with the CLP labels, just making sure everything that should be on the label is on the label. I wanted to print the labels out just so that we can stick them on the tins and the jars, see what it looks like, and maybe do some photography. So I'm going to print it onto this A-Sub inkjet vinyl paper. And I'm using a Epson EcoTank 2876, quite a basic all-in-one machine that I use to print out packing slips and instructions from art displays. So I never bought it with the intention of it being photo quality, but it does a reasonable job, to be fair, for the labels that I did before. So for now, we're just going to print them and cut using the Silhouette cutter. So it's taken a good while to print these out. It takes about 3 minutes a sheet. I guess there's quite a lot of print per page. The quality, I think, is pretty decent for what is a basic printer after all. And because it's EcoTank, it's really cost effective on the ink compared to the traditional like little cartridge printers. So this one's come out crooked, so I'll be interested to see how the Silhouette cutter copes. It's got the registration mark, so yeah, we'll see if it kind of compensates for the crookedness. And then I've done the CLP labels. So this is actually, excuse the state of my mat, this is a mat for the Cricut Explore Air, I think it was called, that I used to have, and I've trimmed it down to fit the Silhouette machine. So this is the Cameo 5, and it's the next day. If you were wondering whether the Silhouette can compensate for crooked printouts, no, it can't. So yeah, there's so I printed out again, and this time it was straight, but I think I haven't set it up properly because it hasn't done the curved edges. I think because we're just seeing how these will work, I'm going to stick them on anyway, just to get a feel for how it will look. But we will have a go. So the pumpkin will have a top sticker, and I kind of used a knife to round the edges off a bit. I think I'll have to have another go printing this. But yeah, I think we'll stick it on anyway. I can just peel them off. That's a good thing about vinyl, is it comes off cleanly. Oh, and on the bottom we have the CLP labels for pumpkin. I think I have to play around with the cutting settings as well. That should just go on. Hi Imogen, I'm just sticking the labels on, and pumpkin hasn't quite cut out nicely, but so that's pumpkin. How do you think? Does it look okay?
Yes.
Look quite nice. And then the next thing we'll do is the box, but I'll do that another time. And this is Fireside, so you can see how this is the Fireside labels. See, I need to adjust the cutter because you're gonna peel it. You love peeling, don't you? Okay. So is that Fireside? Yeah. And we have to stick it. So the lid has kind of got a flat bit. It's curved, but it's flat as well. So.
This one?
Yeah, that one. All right, you have to get it. I found a way. Is you get it right in the middle. And I did get a little tool to help put the labels, but I don't think that's. I think it's going to be really fiddly. Oh, and the safety label. You're going to peel one of those off.
Can I put it on the bottom?
Yeah. So can you see there's a flatter bit? Yeah.
What way do I put it?
Put it so the top is facing up here.
There.
Where the curve goes flat, yeah. Alright, so next will be to get the box made up and then we'll see how it looks. But yeah, I think that's all for tonight. It's time for your bed. So we'll carry on tomorrow. It's Wednesday, 24th of September, 2025. This week's going very slowly for our candle making. But this is what happens when we're trying to do this after work and after school. And then today Imogen had a play date after school, so very much behind. So we were talking yesterday and we thought maybe these labels are a bit big. And when I did the original lychee one, I thought maybe it was smaller. So I've printed out today and cut already some small labels. So what I'll do, and we'll get this, what's this one? Fireside. So it's only 0.5 centimetre smaller. And I saw this lady today, what happens is you put the middle of the label on, yeah? And then you just go like that, and then you go one side, and then you do the other side.
That looks much better.
So what do you think? Big label or small label?
Small label.
You like the small label?
Yeah.
You think it's a bit more in proportion?
Yeah.
Alright, well we need to figure out how to do... I can take that off because our safety label's got a batch number on it anyway, so I don't need the little... And I've also adjusted the cutter so that it doesn't cut too deep, so that the label comes off easily. But yeah, I don't know how on earth people get their label to be even and straight. Because look, that's... Maybe we just need to practice. So that's big and that's small.
Small.
Big, small. It's like being at the opticians. So I'm happy with the CLP label, I'm happy with the top label, and now I guess if you want the small label, once I figure out how we're going to get it straight,
Can we pull this label?
You can do if you want. I guess the big label will probably suit the bigger version. Yeah, it's more the big label is more proportional for that. You stick it on roughly as well. Yeah, so
Very
yeah,
straight.
the big label is probably big label. It's probably better for a bigger tin. What else did I do today? So I made the Fireside bottom sticker. It fits really nicely into, there's a little dimple at the bottom of the glass, so...
I'm practicing.
Yeah, you practice. So there'll be a lot of trial and error. I didn't realise in candle making quite how much trial and error there is, but... Can you see, there's a little dimple. There's a little dimple in the bottom of the glass, and this just goes in really nicely. It's like almost... Because I've...
Meant for it.
Yeah, I've cut it, I've made the size. So one good thing of making our own stickers, at least to test a lot of things out, is you
Will it
can...
have one of these stickers along it?
Yeah, so this one's Fireside, so we thought we'd do a bigger label like that size one. But I don't know how it will work. Oh, see, at least I've got the cutting.
Can I try?
Cutting right. I'm going to have a try, because I just want to see... Should I have it in the middle like that?
Yeah. That looks nice.
So something like that for our Fireside. And Imogen thought to have the smaller label, because I did print a label that covers the whole bamboo lid, but then it kind of blocks the... It's nice to see the lid. And this way, people can peel this off if they just want a plain lid. And I did think to laser the lid as well, but I think that's just going to be too fiddly. Especially if I have to make quite a few of them. I'm going to be a bit lazy to be lasering every single lid. So that's our Fireside candle. If you want, you can do the Cozy Pumpkin one. So just kind of get
This
it in
is
the middle.
only the testing of the stickers.
This is just testing,
Yeah.
But you should still try and. I still can't get it level. I can't get it straight. What did I? Don't know where I put it. Oh, I bought a little ledge that's supposed to help you.
Thinking maybe to get it straight, like here, even you.
Maybe in the bottom. You're supposed to stick the sticker on here, and then it goes on to the tin. But I have no idea how that's working.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! That's quite nice.
I got it straight
You've
from
got
the
a bit of bubbles though. Oh, so that's a good idea, Imogen. Use
You
the
like to
straight.
on the bottom.
Yeah.
Get it straight,
But
even
you
you.
need to. Oh, we'll get the air bubble out later. But that's Cozy Pumpkin. So we thought to start with would have our bigger glass one, metal tin, and then I'll put that out of the way. That's for another day.
The sticker on the top needs to go.
Oh, sticker on the top. So you can put the sticker on the top. You try and take the sticker off. It should come off really nice now. Because I've adjusted the cutting width. That's it. So get it right in the middle.
See about here?
Yeah. And then make sure you don't get air in the middle. There you go. Yeah, and that's the top.
But it's okay if it's
not
a
cut
tiny
quite
bit
nicely.
wonky.
Well, I guess so, but you want it to look nice, don't you?
Yeah.
But I think we just need to practice. But I like your idea of using the bottom as a guide. You've got that quite straight, because my one's a bit. Well, it's not too bad. This one's more forgiving because it's kind of tapered, whereas this tin one is perfectly like level. So if it's crooked, it's really obvious. Oh, and then I thought this can go in a box. And of course, to start with, we're not going to get boxes purposely made. But so I've just been playing around, and on top, I've got an embosser, and we have a silver sticker, I guess. That's embossed Emerson. And then the tagline is, what's your tagline?
What's the tagline?
Your like slogan: elegant scents, happy moments. Just for fun. And then I thought today we should put a sticker on the front. So I've made, which one do you do? Fireside or pumpkin? You do fireside.
Yeah. What will the big jars go in?
I don't know. They might go in. You know, I bought a load of pouches. Hang on, help you.
Stuck.
Yeah. You see, you gotta be careful. You don't need to put it on there because it's not a bottle. That's just to stop the bottle rolling around. So yeah, you need to line it up really nicely. Let's see how straight you are. Ooh, not bad. It's not bad. Maybe we'll get it's kind of a bit off, but anyway, I don't think I'll be able to get it much more straight. But yeah, just a little box. So these go in, and then you were trying to open it earlier. So it's a bit.
Is this for the candle?
Yeah, because it's a bit bigger. I'll show you here. It's a bit bigger than the box. So I thought to put in each corner just two halves, 4 halves of a packing noodle. And then it just gives it some protection, because if the box is perfectly the same size as the tin, what will happen is when you open it, it will be really hard to take out because there's no space. But because, I'll show you here, because it's a bit bigger, you can just take it out easily. And then later on you can get actual boxes made and printed nicely, but until we know what's going on and what even will sell, we don't want to make, because when you order boxes you have to kind of get quite a few. They're not just going to make you 10, they're going to want you to order like 100 or more to make it worth their time. And then there's a little bit of space on the top, so I don't know what we can put there. Maybe a note.
Yeah.
If you don't want to put your note in the
I'm gonna put the note.
or maybe a mini candle care card.
Yeah.
Because I think if you give a candle care
Can I
card.
write the candle care, or are we going
We're
to
going to print it. You won't be able to write it. You need to make loads of
Can I
them.
write it on computer?
You can do. Yeah, if someone's gifting this and you have a card, like a big postcard kind of card in a box, I don't think they're going to give that as well. So I think maybe because we've got space, we can put the candle care in there. And then when they open it up, oh, I don't know. Maybe if they open it up, they want to see the candle straight away. I don't know. It's something to think about. But anyway, there we go. We've kind of got our packaging pretty much sorted. I quite like this design. You like this design? I mean, we can change it, but I think we can't take too long messing around because the next thing is to do the website and photograph these. So you need to kind of settle on the first design for the photographs, because you can't photograph these and then say, oh, I want a different design, and then we have to photograph it again, and then we have to fit that in. But I have got more holiday than I thought left for my job, so maybe I can take a bit of time just to, you know, blitz the photos one day or something like that. And that's it. We need to pour some more candles. I think the next one is going to be Orchard Spice, which is this one.
Is it apple-y?
Apple-y. Oh, and here's another thing I wanted to ask you. So this is a paper label. So this is vinyl, matte vinyl label, and this is a paper label that's done on a laser printer. So do you prefer the look of this? It doesn't. To me, it doesn't quite look as smooth, the print. Or do you like the vinyl? And that's done on this inkjet printer. So I'll show you here. That. So this is laser printer on matte paper, and this is
Vinyl.
inkjet printer on matte vinyl. But it comes out clearer because
I like this one.
yeah, we've got really little text there because we don't want the Handmade in Guildford and all that to be too big. But on the laser printer, it's not very clear. The resolution's not so good. Can you see? It's a bit fuzzy. You can kind of read it, but it's not. It doesn't look so nice. Whereas on our this inkjet printer can, I suppose, print a bit finer. And that's where we are so far. What do you think? Like it?
Yeah.
So next would be Orchard Spice pouring, and then what are the other two you want to do? Because that'd be 1, 2, 3. I think we're going to try and launch with 6. I think 10 is going to be a bit optimistic. We can add the other Christmassy ones
We have
afterwards.
to make them.
Yeah, so we need to make them and make sure they cure, so that if and when someone buys it, you don't have to go, oh, I can't light it for 2 more weeks. And I'm also going to test a 1 week cure, because some people say you don't need to cure, some people say you need to cure, but we just got to test it and see for ourselves. And melts, I saw there's a way you can put dye. Have you got a clamshell? Oh yeah. There's another candle maker called Alan, and spelled the same way as me, from Earthglow, and he's made melts in a similar box like this, and he put 2 spots of dye on here, and then when you pour the wax on, it makes like a really pretty pattern. So I thought, I know we want to kind of be pure and not add stuff, but we could add a little bit of colour, because these melts aren't going to be burnt, so I suppose whatever's in the dye isn't going to come out as a gas, maybe. But yeah, so I don't know. I don't know when we'll fit this in. I think the first thing we should do is probably get the 6 candles, and then play about with the other stuff. But that's my plan. Sounds good. All right, we'll see. We'll see what we manage. If you've made it to the end of this video, thanks so much for watching. We hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, here are some other videos that you might like to watch as well. As always, do feel free to ask any questions you might have in the comments. We'll do our best to answer them. And if you'd consider subscribing, that would mean the world to us. Thanks, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.